the end of an era. We pay tribute to our friend and colleague David Murphy all morning long.
I know. The mascara is waterproof this morning.
Oh,
good morning. It is 4:30 on this Tuesday, September 7th.
Don't go.
I know.
No, David.
When David sent the note, I said, I'm going to pretend it's not happening.
Aw.
It's a good
and
idea.
it's nice to have you back too, Tam.
It's good to be
for you
back.
make it back for today. I know you guys have known this was coming for a long time, and you all made your plans so that you could be here, and I really appreciate that. And
we appreciate you, Davey.
Oh, thank you.
This day is going to be tough, David. You know it.
Oh, it's going to be fun. Come on.
Oh.
Let's dive in. We do have some issues weather-wise, but not really today. We're looking at a really nice day today with lots of sunshine. There is a frontal boundary that's going to be coming in tomorrow, and that'll make it more humid and warmer. And by later at night, in particular, there's the chance of a thunderstorm. But for now, 66 degrees in Philadelphia, just 56, cool and comfortable in Allentown, 60 in Millville, 72 down in Cape May. You got dew points that have dropped off during the day yesterday, as expected, and they're still low today, so it really feels comfortable out there for your morning workout or whatever you want to do early on. Along the coast today, not a bad day on the beach, in that it is going to be mostly sunny, and we'll get up into the upper 70s. But I do have to warn you that we have now seen a rise in that rip current risk because of Hurricane Larry off the coast. So a moderate risk of rip currents. If you're going to go in the water today, you definitely want to swim right in front of the lifeguards. And now that we're after Labor Day, there may not be guards on all of our beaches. So probably a good idea not to go in at all if you're not guarded. And then in Philadelphia, lots of sunshine today, bright. Get the sunscreen and shades ready, going for a high of 83 degrees later this afternoon. Karen, we do have a thunderstorm threat coming up tomorrow. We'll talk more about that coming up.
I'm not listening to a word you say because I'm watching the crawl that was on the bottom of the screen with everyone saying their goodbyes.
David.
Hey, guys. And of course, here I am late to this because I'm confused. So we have, you'd think after 31 years I'd have this down. We have a nice day today for you, but there is a thunderstorm chance late tomorrow night. We'll talk more about that and have the rest of the 7-day, which overall looks pretty good. That's coming up.
Now let's turn to the weather with meteorologist David Murphy. And you hear that tone in my voice because
so
we say it every day, all the time, together for almost 17 years.
Yeah.
But today will be the last day that we get to do that.
It will
David.
be. I might just have you all over to the house and we'll just pretend it's all okay.
I need a refill. David, the weather.
Anyway, Tam, thanks. And it is great to see you back after some much-deserved vacation on your part. We have some cloudy skies out there to the north and west, but we're not going to have to worry about that until tomorrow. High pressure in control today, lots of sunshine, low humidity, and it really is a gorgeous day across the region. Temperature right now, 66 degrees. That dew point comfortable down in the 50s, so no humidity to worry about. Winds are calm right now. The ocean temperature slipped a little bit to 74, although the surface starting to get a little bit rough because of Hurricane Larry out to sea. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Not the best day to go swimming. Today's forecast, lots of sun from start to finish. Looks like we'll be up to about 77 by noon, and I am going for a high of 83, and it looks like this model kind of likes that idea. Probably wants to put it in there at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. High temperatures across the region, 83 in Philadelphia and in Wilmington, 80 in Allentown, 81 in Trenton, and if you're down the shore, a little bit cooler today, 79 to 80, a range of highs along most of our boardwalks and promenades. Then tomorrow, we got a warm front going past us tonight, and that's going to usher in more humid air, so it'll feel stickier tomorrow, and it's also going to get warmer with a high of 86. And there is a frontal boundary that's going to trigger some showers and thunderstorms, and when these hit, and they'll be mostly late tomorrow night, there is a chance of these being severe. It's a small chance, but nonetheless, chance of maybe some strong gusty winds. So if you hear thunder later tomorrow, you do want to take cover. There's even a slight chance of a tornado. The best chance of that would probably be up north. I'll show this to you on Future Tracker during the day. Not a whole lot going on. Later in the afternoon, we certainly could feature a pop-up storm, but it looks like the better chance is that line coming through later at night after 10, 11, 12 o'clock. And, you know, the models are never exact with the timing, but you're getting the idea that the best chance is later tomorrow night. Now back to the shore. The rip current risk is moderate today. Yesterday when I was on the air, we were talking about it maybe still being okay today. Now it looks like there is a moderate risk because of Larry off the coast. And that risk goes to high tomorrow because this storm still southwest of Bermuda is going to get closer and closer to our latitude. And by tomorrow, we think the swells are going to be bad enough to produce a high risk. Still looks like this storm is going to miss Bermuda, but nonetheless, we have to be real careful in the ocean. And remember that your lifeguards may not be on duty anymore after Labor Day in some communities. Just a bad idea to be in the water this week in that case. 83 degrees is today's high, sunny and pleasant in your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day. Tomorrow, a little bit of an issue, warm, humid, 86 degrees the high. A couple of showers during the day, but then that thunderstorm chance more likely at night, the way things are looking now. And then that front gets out of here, and even if there is an early shower on Thursday, it looks like it shuts off pretty quickly, and clouds should give way to some sun with lowering humidity in the afternoon. Just a slight chance of a pop-up shower later in the day, and a high of 80 degrees. Then on Friday, sunny, low humidity 77, Saturday 80, 84 Sunday, and Monday 82. A really nice stretch of weather coming in your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day.
All right, thank you, David. And there are some familiar faces from the Action News team who are here in spirit for David's big day.
All right, stay there, David.
Okay.
Here comes meteorologist Cecily Tynan with a special message.
David Murphy, congratulations on your retirement. Good luck to you. I'm happy for you, but honestly, I have to lodge a complaint. We've been working together at Action News for decades, but I never see you. You're in the mornings, I'm in the evenings. Okay, I see you at the flower show. You look great in a tux. And then when we have severe weather, we have hurricanes, we have blizzards, you're usually finishing your marathon schedule, leaving the studio when I'm arriving. So we wave to each other, we say, nice job, that's it. It's not fair. Karen's gotten to work with you for so much, for so long. Come on, I'm gonna miss you because I haven't had a chance. Oh man, I'm just kidding. Love you, David, and have a great time.
That's really super. Cecily's wonderful, and she's right. We do sort of like do the tag team, touch off and the blizzard coverage and all of that. But that's just really sweet.
Yeah, I get that all the time, though. Like Jim Gardner, Adam, all those guys. It's passing ships at the night.
Yeah, every now and then you see them, but that's about it.
They're like, "What are you doing here?" I work here.
Well, that was
Well, there's more coming up throughout the morning, so keep your seatbelt on, David.
all right, I will.
And as we head to the break, another message for David Murphy from the AccuWeather team.
Dave, we're going to miss you, my friend. Some of the best memories that I have of me and you are tag teaming snowstorms in the snow and the cold, and here I am doing this in the blistering sun with a heat index of close to 100, and I'm drinking a cold Gatorade trying to stay cold. I'm going to miss you. My wife Lori's going to miss you. She already said that to me about 3 or 4 times, and I just want you to know that you're 6 ABC Action News Mount Rushmore, my friend. We are really going to miss you, but happy retirement, and be good. Cold drinks.
Good morning. All of that is important here on this Tuesday, September 7th, but the big headline is David Murphy this morning. Stay right there.
There he is. Look at him. He's so beautiful.
Action News starts right now.
You know what this is?
Yeah.
An alarm clock that you're never gonna need again.
Oh, no!
I brought a hammer. They wouldn't let me give it to you live on the air, so on Facebook we'll be smashing this.
Oh, that sounds like
Would
lots
that
of
be a
fun.
good time?
Yes, I would have had about 3 more I could have brought them home. Don't smash my phone, though.
No, that's why I went with the old-fashioned
One alarm I'm still going to have after all of this. Well,
Yes.
Karen, we've got a nice one for
We
goodbye day for
do.
me. Yeah, I'm really pleased that the weather worked out because we can have a little bit of fun.
We can.
So that's good. All right, I hope you have fun today, too. It's dry downtown in Center City. Looks pretty good. A little bit of a breeze moving that tree around, although overall there really isn't much of a breeze at all out there across the region. So comfortable and not a lot of movement in the air. We do have high pressure that is knocking out the clouds. We're going to have plenty of sunshine today. And you felt that humidity drop during the day yesterday on Labor Day. It's going to stay low today. Your dew points this morning are in the 50s and 60s for the most part, low 60s. So not feeling bad. 59 degrees in Millville in terms of the dew point. So not humid. At the shore today, going to be a nice day on the beach in most ways. We'll have lots of sunshine, pleasant with highs getting into the upper 70s. Unfortunately, there is a moderate risk of rip currents because of Hurricane Larry well off the coast. And with fewer and fewer lifeguards still on the beach this week, you want to probably think about not going in the water if you're not guarded. In Philadelphia, a nice day, low humidity, lots of sunshine, get the sunscreen and shades ready, and we're probably going to get a high at around 83 degrees. We do have an issue with thunderstorms tomorrow, Karen.
We do.
So I'll be sleeping in, dreaming about that.
Yeah, and I've got an issue with you breaking up our foursome here.
No, that's a great picture.
I love this one, right? You can see how much we love each other there. So thanks for that, David. But we are happy for you today. Matt Pellman and I behind the scenes can't decide if we're going to throw up or cry. It'll be a combination of both. It all should be interesting. This is 202 at David Murphy Road right now. And what do you know? Murphy Road is looking good this morning, as it has for the past how many years? long time.
It is now 5:09, taking a live look here from Sky 6, the view out across the airport. Another beautiful, clear day seems to be on tap, 66 degrees out there right now. Very comfortable as you head out. You know, we had a great day yesterday. A lot of people sad to have to turn it all around and go back to work and school. But, you know, Karen, at least we have good weather. And at least we'll always have great memories.
Great
of a good
memories.
friend of
This
ours.
is one of them. You guys, Tam wasn't here that day. We were at a party and David was trying to teach me air guitar. Matt seemed to have it down. Remember
Yeah.
that? It was happy
a rock god,
times.
man.
But yes, we're rock stars. Tam was playing the
Rock and roll.
tambourine, I
Yeah,
think,
the
out of the
congas.
shot, right? So many memories, so much fun there, Mr. Murph. The sun will rise again, even though we don't feel like it's going to. 6:35 this morning is the sunrise, and we'll be enjoying it until 7:22 today. Pure sunshine for David's last day. Could it be any other way? I don't think so.
Time now for AccuWeather. David, we should just let you go for 4 hours here. Just get as much David Murphy as we can.
The funny thing about that, Tim, is I probably could, because you guys know it's hard to shut me up. But I've got people going, like, counting me down. So let's go. We've got sunshine on the way. There's lots of high pressure in place. It's going to be a beautiful day. You felt that humidity drop yesterday, and it's still down there with dew points down below the 60s, where we'd even begin to feel humid. 64 comfortable degrees in Philadelphia. Some of our northern suburbs are in the mid-50s this morning. I don't know if it's quite light jacket weather, because the temperatures will turn around pretty quickly, but definitely cool and kind of crisp. Mostly sunny and nice this afternoon in the Lehigh Valley, getting up to about 80 for a high. Down the shore, about 79 to 80 your highs. There is a moderate risk of rip currents, though, and some of these communities may not have lifeguards on duty anymore, so probably not a great idea to go in the ocean. 74 in the ocean water, but if you're going to go in, just go up to your ankles or your knees or something and don't go swimming out there. 81 in Rehoboth Beach, and by the way, the rip current risk is probably going high tomorrow. It's all because of Hurricane Larry, well off the coast, getting a little closer to our shores. It'll stay off the coast, of course, but we'll still get those swells. Mostly sunny and beautiful in Philadelphia today. 83 degrees is the high there. And the overnight low, comfortable, patchy clouds, 68 degrees. It will start to get a little more humid toward morning tomorrow, however. And then tomorrow, we are going to see a change. We've got a warm front coming through. It'll encourage a higher race of humidity into the region from the south, a warmer temperature, too, of 86. And while there is the chance of a shower during the day, and maybe even a rumble of thunder late in the day, the best chance of a strong storm is probably later in the evening. In any event, we are at risk for a severe storm. It's an isolated risk from the Storm Prediction Center, but nonetheless, it's out there, and there's even an outside chance of another tornado popping in through particularly the northern half of the region. That's the way things are looking now for tomorrow, and man, it's not like we need any more tornadoes. We just had a ton of them last week. As we take a look at Future Tracker for tomorrow, again, during the day, a shower, late in the afternoon, a little spotty thunderstorm, but the big event is probably later at night, say after 9 or 10 o'clock and beyond. Hurricane Larry, I mentioned, a Category 3, still looks like it's going to miss Bermuda, probably as a 2, but close enough to put those rip currents in on our shores. Again, a high risk starting tomorrow, a moderate risk today. Your 7-day from AccuWeather, 83, sunny and pleasant this afternoon. Tomorrow, more humid, warmer, a high of 86, a spotty shower or storm around, and then those main event storms later at night. Thursday, it looks like we could have some lingering showers for a while in the morning. We're hoping to dry out in the afternoon with some sun coming back and a high of 80 degrees, but it's really going to depend on how quickly that frontal boundary can move on out. Then Friday, sunny, low humidity, 77, 80 on Saturday, 84 Sunday, mainly dry there, and 82 on Monday with partly sunny skies. Lots of nice days ahead in this forecast, Karen.
There's only another set of 2 words that is as powerful as Mark Hamill. Yo, Murph!
I think that would get thousands of likes, too.
The well wishes continue for David Murphy on his last day here before retirement.
And here we hear from our newest meteorologist, Brittany Boyer.
Congratulations, David, on an incredible career. I grew up watching you when I was a little kid, and it was your forecast that I would turn to in the morning to figure out what I was going to wear for school. Well, fast forward a few decades, and, well, you're still here. And it has been an absolute pleasure getting to know you and getting to work with you these last couple of months. I wish you nothing but the best during your retirement, spending more time with your wife, your children, and, of course, getting to sleep in every morning. Enjoy it.
David, I say every day the Phillies should win one for the Murph.
That was a nice send-off game before today. And Segura's his first career Grand Slam, and I think he signed a hat and a ball for.
Yeah, they got the ball. He wanted it while he was running the bases.
Right. He was like, hey, throw it back. Shorts, tees, shades, sunscreen today. It's going to be another beauty, just like it was yesterday afternoon. If you do have to get on to the bus station this morning, it's going to be cool, 63 to 65 between 7 and 8. And then this afternoon will be warm. I'm going to go for a high of 83 degrees this afternoon. At the shore, about 80, 81, maybe 79 in some cases, but there is a moderate risk of rip currents in the ocean, so don't go in the water too deep. Matt, Tam?
All right, good advice. Thank you, David.
The end of an era. The goodbye to the silver fox. We pay tribute to our friend and colleague David Murphy all morning long.
He sings, he dances, he does the weather, he does it all. Good morning.
Wow.
It is 5:30 on this Tuesday, September 7th.
I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I think David's last day is way too easy. There's like no weather.
I know.
I know.
But I think last week was
Well, yeah,
enough.
there was that.
Yeah.
It's good that it's been easy because we've been having fun. David just smashed an alarm clock.
Yeah,
We're
that
going
was
to put that on
a good
social
idea.
media. We're having a good time
Somehow a
today.
big square thing of granite showed up that was perfect to do that on, too.
From my house.
That was your house. Very good. Anyway, yeah, we're having fun this morning, and it's a little bittersweet, but really glad that you're all here for me. And glad it's a nice day. A high pressure center in control. We've got dry conditions, low humidity. You felt the humidity dropping off during the day on Labor Day. It's still there. Right now we're at 64 degrees in Philadelphia, only 56 in Allentown and Reading, and 61 in Trenton. So cool and comfortable and crisp. Down in Cape May, still holding 72. And your dew points are really behaving themselves, everybody in the 50s, so it's going to be a nice one feel-wise. Down the shore, one issue. It's going to be nice and sunny. We'll get up into the upper 70s, but we are starting to see the effects of Hurricane Larry well out in the ocean, and there's a moderate risk of rip currents because the swells are starting to get bigger. Tomorrow, a high risk, and remember, we're now into that shoulder season where there may not be lifeguards on duty in all of your shore communities, so make sure that you are only going up to your ankles, maybe your knees, but don't go diving all the way in if they're not watching you. 82 degrees is the more or less temperature by 3 o'clock. We actually think we're going to get 83, and it might be just a little bit after that. Again, low humidity and comfortable. Tomorrow's going to be warmer and more humid, and there is the chance of a thunderstorm popping up. Karen will take a closer look at that coming up.
We've been taking a trip down memory lane with our behind-the-scenes photos. I don't remember what was happening here, but we were laughing. It may have been slightly violent, but, you know, having a good time behind the scenes, right behind the big board, as we always do. And this is the Blue Route at St. David's, and he is indeed a saint for putting up with me for so many years. Yeah, I know. That's true, Matt. Southbound traffic heading towards I-95. All the traffic here at St. David's is moving just fine this morning.
A couple of sad moments there. Unofficial end of summer here. David Murphy leaving.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, so many memories I've been reviewing in my head, and so many great times, not only with David, but with all of us, and how we've been together all this time, Karen. It's just been a great run for everyone.
It has been.
David deserves a fun retirement ahead.
He does, and we're having a good time with our send-off, right? Yeah, no more storms for David in the forecast. Yo, Murph, this is David minutes ago smashing his alarm clock. Well, it was actually my alarm clock I brought in from home. His last alarm clock, guys. What a feeling. No more getting up at 2 in the morning. Life is good, Mr. Murph.
How about?
Yes, it is.
It is time now to go to David Murphy. I just want to say that 15,000 times this morning. It is David's day of retirement. We are celebrating him. And let's see him do what he does best, which is your AccuWeather forecast. Good morning.
Tam, that's so sweet of you, and I am so going to miss all of you guys and just being with you every morning. You will really have been just fantastic, and it's great seeing you back, too. I know you had a well.
It's good to be back.
But it's nice to have the four of us together. And Matt Pellman is back behind the wall, too, so it's really the five of us. We've got sunshine building across the region today, low humidity, so it's going to be another really nice day after we saw that humidity drop off yesterday. I hope you had fun outdoors yesterday afternoon if you had something to do. 64 degrees is your temperature, dew point down in the 50s, so it's not humid. Winds are calm. Ocean temperature 74, and as we go through the day, it is going to be a warm one, but a nice one with low humidity. Sunscreen and shades kind of weather. We're going to get up to 82 by 3 o'clock and probably hit a high of 83 at around 3:30 or 4 this afternoon. We'll go 83 in Philadelphia, same thing in Wilmington and Millville. tomorrow. Looks like low 80s in Trenton, Allentown, all of our northern tier suburbs. 83 in Millville, and then down the shore, low 80s to upper 70s. And then tomorrow things change a little bit. We have a warm front coming through tonight that's going to increase the overnight humidity. Tomorrow will be more toasty and sticky, warmer with a high of 86 too. And while there is the spotty shower chance during the day, as that front comes at us later in the evening hours in particular, we have a chance of some strong storms. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center has us in a chance of isolated severe weather. It's the lowest on the Storm Prediction Center scale, but still a chance out there. And there's even an outside chance that the northern half of the region could pick up, yet another tornado. We've had enough of those recently. Future Tracker 6 shows you just a sprinkle around during the daytime period, but it's really later in the evening hours, as I said, where you get the best chance of that line ahead of the cold front coming in and giving us some problems. So rumbles of thunder tomorrow night. It's indoors, lower floors, as we always say. Rip current risk at the shore, just going back to that for a second, is moderate today. It's come up a little bit, and it's because of Hurricane Larry off the coast. And in fact, as Larry gets a little bit closer to our latitude, sure, it's staying hundreds of miles off the coast, but those storms can still push those long period swells right into us. And we actually think by tomorrow we're going to have a high risk of rip currents, which is pretty rare, and that may continue later into the week. Larry right now still a Category 3 storm, still looking like it's going to cut close to Bermuda, but probably stay over to the east. Nonetheless, close enough to give us that rip current action. And I'm a little concerned because not all of the cities along our shorelines have lifeguards after Labor Day, so not a good idea to go in there swimming. Maybe up to your ankles and, calves. That's about it. 83 degrees, sunny and pleasant today. Tomorrow, 86, more humid. We have that front bringing us thunderstorms probably in the evening. How quickly that frontal boundary and its related instability gets out of here on Thursday is a bit of a question. I do think now we could have some showers lingering through the morning on Thursday, but hopefully in the afternoon we get clouds giving way to some sun and a high of 80. Then Friday, 77 and beautiful. Sunny on Saturday, 80. 84 Sunday, a bit warmer there. Just a slight chance of a stray shower at night. And then 82, partly sunny on Monday. Karen, overall, when you take out tomorrow, this looks like a pretty good forecast.
All right, David, you mentioned Matt Pellman. We've been sharing behind-the-scenes photos. Maddie, Patty back there with you as well. And we're all having such a good time honoring you today, David. So good for you.
After today, David's going to trade in his 3 cups of coffee for his 3 bottles of Corona.
Right. Maybe a little Irish coffee,
Hey.
Anyway, as we take a look, we do have a beautiful day for you on this Tuesday. Shorts, tees, a water bottle, probably not a bad idea if you have to work outside, but the humidity is going to be low. And if you liked yesterday afternoon, it's kind of a repeat. We're going to go up for a high of 83 degrees later on today in Philadelphia. Lots of sunshine, humidity staying on the low side, and then still holding about 80 by 7 o'clock. If you're down the shore, it's not much different. I guess the average high down there is probably 79, 80. The thing about the shore is we do have a moderate risk of rip currents, and that may go high tomorrow. So not a great day to swim, but a great day to sit on the beach and enjoy.
Okay, hang there, David, because we have more familiar faces from Action News Mornings who are wishing you well on this final day before retirement.
And this is our everyday friend, Maribel Aber from our Market Watch report, who has this special message.
David, you're a class act. Rain or shine, you bring warmth, kindness, and always a dose of humor. Thank you for sometimes being the only one who gets my jokes. I'm so happy that after almost 10 years of just being able to hear you laugh, I had the pleasure of being able to finally make you laugh in person not so long ago. Nobody does the weather quite the way you do. In the words of Carly Simon, baby, you're the best. And I wish you all the best as you begin the next chapter. You will be missed, David.
Wow.
That is a stammer.
Yeah, and that's how we feel.
Breakfast. This was pre-pandemic, but we did all have breakfast and had a great time talking with her, and that's just really lovely. So thanks, Maribel. I really appreciate it. And thanks for those cookies. I'm going to miss the holiday cookies every
We'll bring some cookies down the street.
okay.
We'll bring you some cookies.
You got to sing that raspy song, baby, you're the best. You give us a little...
I'll work on that. But David, from the messages that have been running at the bottom of the screen to watching the various people who've popped up during the broadcast, to the people who posted on our social media, I hope you realize just how much you are admired and loved across this region.
It's been really overwhelming the last couple of weeks. Not just the volume, it was really more than I expected, but the depth of the sentiments that some people have expressed, even just now when I did my Facebook Live. So yeah, I really appreciate all the viewers. We've never, any of us, taken you for granted. No, I'm certainly not doing doing it now.
You are America's meteorologist, and you truly define race under pressure.
Traffic and AccuWeather together. The last time I'll be saying that with you. Last hour we broke the alarm clock, smattered it, smashed it with the hammer, and we didn't damage the set. So
no, we didn't.
That was good.
We sort of engineered that correctly. We won't be getting any bills.
That's true.
Which is good. Yeah, that's a funny idea. Yeah, we did a number on the alarm clock. So we are looking at a nice day for you all today. It's dry in Center City. We've got dry pavement, and we are good to go. High pressure shows lots of sunshine, getting ready to build up over the horizon, and the humidity should remain on the low side today. 64 degrees, too. Cool and comfortable in Philadelphia. And how about Allentown and Reading? Mid-50s this morning as you step outside. Just a breath of fresh air, especially coming out of a summer where we did have a lot of hot and humid mornings to talk about. And your dew points are down in the 50s as well. So, again, really out of the humid range. At the shore, one issue. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be nice on the beach, getting up into the upper 70s. But thanks to that big hurricane, Larry, I think I called it a hurricane, Hurricane Larry, way out there off the coast, we are seeing rough surf develop at the shore, and there's a moderate risk of rip currents today. Tomorrow, it probably jumps to a high risk. You might not have as many lifeguards on the Jersey and Delaware coastline, so do be careful. Don't go in too deep, maybe just up to your ankles or something to enjoy that warm water. And then in Philadelphia, going up to 83 for a high, probably getting it kind of late this afternoon. Again, lots of sunshine and low humidity. We do have an issue tomorrow, and that would be thunderstorms, probably not until the nighttime. We'll talk more about that coming up.
We'll wait till then. We've been showing behind-the-scenes pictures. I have no idea what we were doing. More importantly, what you were doing.
We were doing something.
We were always laughing a lot. During the flower show, David would run around and get us snacks. Everyone else was focused on the show. David and I were.
My job.
Yes, and it was an important job. And remember when we could hug before COVID?
Yes.
But that's a good shot there. You see the love that we have. So yeah, David, we're saying goodbye in a big way. So we look at 202 at David Murphy Road, or Murphy Road, as it's actually called right now, and moving just fine out there this morning. Traffic's moving good there.
And man, I'm a little bit down, but I'm looking forward to an exciting future for our David Murphy.
Yes, absolutely. We just played your message that you recorded last week, Maribel. David really loved it, and we'll get to chat with you during Brighter News. We'll see you then, all right?
That was
fantastic. Thank you, Maribel.
Thank you, Maribel.
Yeah, you just heard it from David there. 6:09, nice little sunrise coming up, huh? We're seeing it glistening off of the skyscrapers there in Center City, Philadelphia. You know, we made David's last day easy. There's really nothing going on in the weather, right, Karen?
We were just getting him presents backstage.
Presents?
I forgot my card, so I had to present it orally to him. It's a behind-the-scenes joke. Yeah, Murph, David's last day today, and we have been having lots of good times and sharing behind-the-scenes. And that's one that we won't soon forget. Let's check the quick cast here. 83 for your high today. It's sunny. I just like seeing Matt duck.
So, David, they got to still win them for the Murph.
Oh, I'm hoping for a lot of wins in the weeks moving forward. As we take a look, it's going to be a really nice day today. You can see that there's lots of sunshine getting ready to build up over the horizon. And like yesterday afternoon, the humidity dropped off. It's going to stay nice and low today. Your temperature 64 degrees, dew point at 55. It's really fallen, so no indication of any humidity today at all. Winds calm, and your ocean temperature 74. It's still going to be warm, so you'll want, as I like to say, cool drinks and sports drinks, especially if you're going to be outside working today. 80 degrees is the high. Sunscreen important too, but a pretty comfortable day overall. Now at the beach, not bad temperature-wise, only about 79, 80 on the beach, mostly sunny, pleasant, still warm in the water. But we are starting to develop a moderate risk of rip currents today, and tomorrow it could be high. It's all because of Hurricane Larry off the coast. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Down in Rehoboth, 81 on the beach, 82. Very pleasant on the beach. But some of your lifeguards may not be on duty anymore now that it's after Labor Day. And if you're going to go in the water, I would say maybe up to the ankles or the calves. That's about it. Don't go into full body swimming just in case you get into trouble. Mostly sunny and gorgeous in Philadelphia today, a high of 83 degrees and feeling like 83 with a lack of strong humidity. And then we've got winds on the light side, 6 to 12 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, comfortable to start out in the evening, but we will develop some warmer conditions and more humid conditions overnight so that by tomorrow morning you wake up and it will be stickier. And then tomorrow, warm 86 with this warm front passing and that cold front coming in. That's really going to surge that warmer, more humid air. Now, there could be a little shower during the day, but in the evening in particular, we are looking at the chance of thunderstorms. And the Storm Prediction Center for tomorrow, late in the day and night in particular, does have us at an isolated risk of a severe storm. And there's even a slight outside chance that one of these would produce a tornado, particularly in the northern half of the region. Small chance of this, but nonetheless a chance exists. During the day tomorrow, Future Tracker 6 shows you not a whole lot going on, basically just a couple of showers, maybe a rumble of thunder late, but it's really that later in the evening hours, that line of thunderstorms coming through that you got to worry more about. Hurricane Larry is still a Category 3, now projected to be a 2 as it goes close to Bermuda, but the big issue for us is going to be that long period swell coming across the ocean. Again, moderate risk of rip currents, even though the storm is so far away today. By tomorrow, it'll be a high risk, and I could see that continuing for a couple of days. So keep your eyes on that rip current forecast every day. It will get a little bit worse today with the moderate risk today, but high on Wednesday and maybe beyond. Your 7-day from AccuWeather. Today's high, beautiful, 83 degrees, warm, pleasant, seasonable for that high. And then tomorrow, humid and warmer, a high of 86 degrees with clouds and sun. A couple of showers during the day, but that evening thunderstorm chance, the bigger issue. Now on Thursday, it depends on how quick that frontal boundary can get out of here. It does look like we'll have some lingering showers in the morning. In the afternoon, we're hoping for some drying, a high of 80. And then sunny with low humidity Friday, 77, 80 Saturday, 84 Sunday, and 82 on Monday. That is a nice stretch of weather, Karen.
Yo, Murph. I bet no one said that to you this morning. It has been a complete honor to work alongside you. I know we don't get to work side by side every single day, but those quick high fives in between those snow days and severe weather coverage, it has been so awesome. Over 30 years, you have dealt with the Delaware Valley and Lehigh Valley's weather. Congratulations to you. And oh, quick, on my audition day, it was you who said, hire that man. After my audition, you helped me. I thank you. And I hope you and your family have wonderful travels. I know you guys love to travel. Enjoy it.
I know some of the younger meteorologists, David, they've learned so much from you. And you've really been, someone to, lead them the way.
And it's not just getting it right, which you always do on top of what's changing moment to moment. It's also the heart that you bring to the job, that your personality, who you are, and your goodness is what matters in this job.
Guys, I appreciate that. I really do. And frankly, we've got such good people here. They don't really need help. I remember when Brittany first came a couple months back, I was able to have her follow me around on the show, as we do with new folks, and show her a little bit of stuff, but even that mostly went to our weather producer, Paul Trombello. But in any event, it's very kind of you to say that. I certainly have not been perfect over the years, and in fact, right now I've forgotten my clicker. If we take a look, you'll see sports t-shirts, shades, and
you got a lot going on today, David. It's okay.
They did the thing for me. That's great. So if you're on the bus stop or train station platform this morning, 63 to 65, it's cool and comfortable out there. And then this afternoon, we're going to go up to a high in Philadelphia of 83 degrees. Going to go to about 79. Oh, thank you, Roy. That's good. I could show you the airport, I guess. Down the shore, about 79 degrees, but look out for a moderate risk of rip currents in the water today and a high risk tomorrow. If you are traveling, all green aircraft and no rain anywhere in our big travel destinations, Matt and Sam.
Another reason why we love him, he's always honest.
Yeah. All right, it is 6:25, and our farewell to Yo Murph continues. We got some surprises in the next half hour.
The end of an era. We pay tribute to our friend and colleague David Murphy all morning long.
People keep writing in that they can't get enough of the video and the pictures. This half hour, we're going to give it to you.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, September 7th.
Yo, Murph!
Yo, Murph!
Oh, man, it really has been a fun morning. And if you're just tuning in, these guys have been really nice. There's all kinds of old stuff. I love the picture of the jacket that I think I wore 20 years ago on that story that you had, because I was like, I remember that. Wow. It got moth-eaten, I think, or something by now. Anyway, let's go ahead and get you to the Weather Center. And I'm really happy about this. When I was planning this long term, I thought, well, with my luck, it'll be remnants of a tropical storm on my last day and we'll be busy. But it turns out it's a really nice day. Lots of sunshine, high pressure. Mother Nature was smiling on us a little bit today. As we take a look at temperatures, not too bad this morning. 64 in Philadelphia, 55 degrees in Allentown and Reading. Cool and comfortable out there, almost what you'd call crisp in some suburbs. And the dew point's in the 50s just about everywhere. And again, a reinforcement that it's a comfortable start. And it's going to stay that way. Now, along the coast, it will be nice on the beach. You're going to get up to the upper 70s, lots of sunshine, humidity shouldn't be all that bad. But there is a moderate risk in rip currents that has now developed in the ocean today. And it's probably going to be high tomorrow. And it's all because of Hurricane Larry off the coast. So you want to make sure that you are avoiding the water. Great day to be on the beach. Maybe get your ankles wet, but don't go in, especially with fewer lifeguards on patrol now after Labor Day. And as we take a look, we have a high in Philadelphia of about 83 degrees this afternoon. Low humidity, really nice. Karen, as you know, we do have a thunderstorm chance tomorrow night, and it'll be a little bit muggier tomorrow. So we've got that to talk about in the 7-day forecast.
All right, David. Well, Matt Pellman and I in the traffic department are bidding you farewell with a couple of special traffic notes. This is 202 at David Murphy Road right here. Right near Murphy Road, there's a Sleepy's, and you will be easily sleeping from now on. So, yeah, we're excited about that one. And, of course, here's St. David's. And he is a saint after putting up with us for so long and waking up with us in the middle of the night every night. So, yeah, looking good out there this morning.
When I walked into the studio this morning on David Murphy's last day, I saw Karen Rogers and I asked her if she's going to cry. And she said, no, I'm just going to vomit. And so here she is. She's made it this far without vomiting.
I'm not joking either. And my whole goal is to do it in a commercial break and not on TV.
That would be nice.
For obvious reasons. Tam said to aim for you, Matt, if this happened.
Bring it on, baby.
I did.
Every time we talk about him leaving, I'm like, my stomach hurts. They thought I was joking. I wasn't joking. Matt posted this picture. I mean, do we look like babies?
Yeah, that was our
Right?
first promo.
It was so long ago. So yes,
picture.
David's last day, looking back at all these fun photos. I didn't realize how much we aged till I saw that. And we had a lot of fun so far this morning. We had David smash an alarm clock. We posted that on social media with the video, because that's probably the best part, getting to sleep every day, right?
Yeah.
And this is also a landmark, David. This is your last full weather on the morning show.
Yeah, it is. That's right. It's 6:41 now. Oh, my goodness. Well, Tam, there's been a lot of these, and it's been fun interacting with you with them. And I guess what can
You
we
are
do but
so loved.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. I guess we're just going to have to dive into it, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so here we go. Lots of sunshine out there building as we go into the afternoon. It's going to be a really nice day, and that's a surprise picture. I bet Karen had something to do with this, but this is actually one of my favorite shots of us. We took this when we were doing a promo shoot across the river in Camden, New Jersey, outside the aquarium. We had a great time that day. I think it was a little chilly, but we had a really nice time that day. And I think the expressions you see on the faces right there pretty much just tell you a lot about our relationship here. It's been just wonderful working with these guys. I couldn't have asked for better, or possibly had better. And if we could have stuck Matt Pellman in there somewhere, that would have been also just perfect, because he's a big part of this. 64 is your temperature right now. Dew points are low. 55. Winds are calm too, so all of that's good. Your temperatures are going to be nice this afternoon, getting up to about 83 degrees for a high, say 3:30 or so. Lots of sunshine and low humidity. If you are down the shore, it's going to be a little bit cooler, 79 to 80 for highs, and pretty much low to mid 80s everywhere else. But down the shore, we do have a rip current risk, and we'll talk more about that in a moment. 86 degrees tomorrow, and it's going to be a different sort of day. A warm front comes in tonight. We encourage that surge of humid air into the region ahead of this approaching cold front. It's going to be very muggy tomorrow, and in the evening, there will be the chance of storms, and we are warning you that there is a slight chance of a severe storm. Seems like we've had enough of this summer, but we're going to get another chance. Isolated chance of a couple of strong storms, and there's even an isolated chance of a tornado from some of those storms in the northern half of the region. And in terms of timing, it really looks like the afternoon and morning and afternoon are largely dry. We might get a little pop-up shower or a storm, but the biggest issue is later in the evening hours and perhaps later at night as that one broken line comes through. It won't be everywhere all at once, but some of you could see a strong storm. Now back to the rip current risk. It is moderate today down along the shore, and it's probably going high tomorrow. So with fewer and fewer lifeguards on duty after Labor Day, I do want you to think about maybe not going in the water the next couple of days and maybe the rest of the week. It's all because of Larry, and Larry's a long way before it gets to our latitude. So again, I think this is going to be an issue for several days. Your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day. Today's high, 83 degrees, sunny and pleasant. 86 tomorrow with humidity building and thunderstorms at night. 80 with some lingering showers in the morning Thursday. Then 77 Friday, 80 Saturday, 84 Sunday, and 82 on Monday. Lots of nice days ahead, Karen.
All right, Dave, we've been sharing all these behind-the-scenes photos. I love this big, giant hug of the four of us. Yeah, that's the way I'm going to think of you, Davey.
This is the time some of you may cry.
Yeah.
He is the one the Delaware Valley has relied on during snowstorms, heat waves, hurricanes, and for all those breaking news stories he covered as a street reporter for nearly 4 decades.
Meteorologist David Murphy is retiring today. Now, on air, he's always been the consummate professional, but behind the scenes, he's been the world's best big brother, the guy who always had an arm around our shoulders and kept a smile on our faces. Now, we're happy for him, but our mornings will never be the same. The weather may be gloomy sometimes, but a bright spot every day on Action News Mornings is meteorologist David Murphy. David started with the acting bug, even racking up a screen test kiss with Jodie Foster. But he got serious about the news at Temple, the first student there to earn a major national journalism scholarship. David got his feet wet as a reporter in Bethlehem, Scranton, and Baltimore before finally coming home to Philly.
These soldiers have packed up for the long haul. This was a presidential call-up, meaning the mission could go as long as 270 days.
David was great in the field, but where he really made his mark is as a trustworthy, friendly star of our Accuweather team.
It could be especially severe today. It's still sweaty out there today. Winds pick up this afternoon.
Funny, he's so warm, he's down to earth, he seems so relaxed, but behind the scenes, you may not realize this at home, he is so hardworking. He works harder than anybody I've ever known.
Indeed, when David started, there was just a weather map with magnets. Now there's so much more tech, special graphics he makes by hand, radar, augmented reality, and more, always with an eye to helping you know exactly when the rain or winds or snow are hitting your street. And he just made it look seamless, just adding everything in so you always knew exactly what was going on in your community. It wasn't all work and no play. Here's us 15 years ago in the early days together as the morning team, getting a thrill on the newest roller coaster to open. David is the big brother of this show, and he made us better by setting the highest standards and expectations.
Watching David work on a daily basis was watching a guy who never mailed it in, and who always delivered his 100% no matter what was going on.
Not only is David good at what he does, he's just, well, good. The laugh, the kindness, the down-to-earth charm, it's all real. When he found out he and Karen were going to be a team, he had her at hello.
We were out in the newsroom, and he ran up to me and gave me the biggest hug, and that just set the tone, I think, for our relationship.
The viewers showed their love too with this nickname that David's really warmed up to.
So when you see him,
David cares deeply about the Delaware and Lehigh Valley, always willing to raise his voice and get in stride for a good cause. And he deeply loves his family, those cats, and of course, the Phillies.
When the Phillies are starting, very warm.
In these crazy middle-of-the-night hours, David has kept us steady and kept us laughing with his jokes, songs, and Renaissance style, like his response when Matt Pellman popped a button in the middle of the show.
David says, "I've got this." Take off my jacket, I give it to him. He pulls out a needle and thread, fix up my jacket within 5 minutes.
But now it's time for David to sleep in and let someone else deal with the hurricanes and nor'easters.
You will always be the silver fox.
We love you, David.
Working with you has been nothing short of a complete and utter pleasure.
He taught us all how to really be dedicated and do a great job on the air while being so much fun as well. He's really earned this retirement, that's for sure. But we are going to miss him so much. Love you, Davey.
That is so incredibly sweet. Oh, thank you guys. You're really too kind because honestly, I look back at all of this and I think I just wouldn't have been nearly as good as I was if it wasn't for working with all of you guys. You're the leaders, I think, and you just pulled me.
You're ridiculously humble.
Your smile and your laugh first thing in the morning has always been a force multiplier and activator to get us going.
I've been thinking too that I don't know that there's another 4-person anchor team who's been together for 17 years.
Not in this town. No.
Not in this town. I'm wondering if anywhere, especially on the morning show.
Usually they end up killing each other.
Yeah, I was going to say that. After 17 years in close contact, you either like hate each other's guts or you love each other as much as family, and that's the way it is
we
here.
love each other.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the same without you, but you have done everything so well. That's all we keep saying is you're not only so great on the air and behind the scenes to all of us, but a great and dedicated father and husband. Like at every step, yours is a life well lived.
That was always the most important thing to me. It was what was going on at home, honestly. So, and my wife and I have wonderful plans, and we're really excited about all of this. But I got to say, it is bittersweet, certainly, and I knew it was going to be. And just a shout out to all of you viewers too. I've been overwhelmed by the response. I knew there was going to be a response when the word got out about this a couple of weeks ago, but it has just been more than I thought. And it's not just the folks, you know, making funny comments and saying, hey, congratulations, but a lot of you have really had a lot of heartfelt, from the heart statements to make, and things that you've told me about how not only me, but us have made a difference in your lives. And it really has, you know, it's kind of reinforced the idea that I guess I've always known, but really know now, of just how important the broadcast is to you, and how we have sort of become your friends over the years. And a lot of you always say to me, well, we love watching you guys because, you know, you look like you're just having a good time and you look like you're family. And it's not an act. We really are. Just a shout out to all of you, though. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I've tried never to take any Action News viewer for granted. I've always enjoyed when you've come up and said things like hi and yo Murph and all of that stuff. And I've always figured, why not have a little conversation and help brighten your day? Because you've done everything for me and made this career possible by just continuing to tune in and being so loyal. So all my love and thanks to all of you for continuing to support me.
So well said. And I'm glad you didn't live out your dream and become an actor.
That didn't work out.
Jodie Foster is nothing compared to us.
I thought of that too. People say, well, what have you ever regret, like that things didn't work out? I didn't get into risky business or something. And, you know, I wouldn't know you guys probably. And probably more importantly, I wouldn't have met my wife and I wouldn't have my kids. And that's what it's all about. So
I think we have someone else who wants to say something to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's time now to bring in Robin Roberts, who we consider family as well.
I just want to continue to hear David talk. Thank you. I mean, I was just listening, and wow, it is something to be blessed, which you are, but you are a blessing as well. And you have blessed the viewers there for so many years, 31 years, and just to hear your stories and to hear your gratitude.
Roll in here.
Yeah, that's right. She's talking about you, man. There you go.
I'm just, you know, Robin, I am just, it's so nice of you to say that, and I respect you guys up there so much. You're the icon here. I'm just this guy who, you know, tells you it's going to rain. So I really appreciate that, dear. It is wonderful to hear that from you.
Well, you take a much-deserved victory lap, and I'm just going to say here on GMA, we're going to talk about stuff.
Okay.
That's it. I don't even. You're a hard act to follow, so I'll just say, coming up at GMA, it'll be me, it'll be Michael Strahan.
Congratulations!
Yeah!
Congratulations!
This is a New York Giants saying this to a public person. That's right.
That's right.
Saying a lot, number 92. But we love you, David. We love you. We love you.
Thank you so much. That means so much, Robin, to David and to all our viewers as well.
All right.
We're running out of time. We got to go. We'll be right back.
We love you, David. That's the thing.
To my good friend, one of my best friends, David Murphy.
Thank you, Karen.
Let's hear it.
We're gonna dress the kids in shorts and tees and a water bottle, and then tell you that it's going to be a warm day with a high of 83 degrees. It's going to be a lovely afternoon, and I'm really glad Matt's joining us too, because I know
wouldn't miss it.
We're
going to miss you.
You're such a big part of this, so
absolutely.
thank you so much.
Miss your guidance, and you're just a comforting presence. We're going to miss that.
Yeah.
Well, you
And you make us laugh.
yeah, we have a lot of fun on the set.
The great thing is you're right down the street, so hopefully we can we'll
Right.
at least see you for coffee and lunch.
Right, I'm already trying to
Let's
make
call him, wake him up every morning at 4 and see
That's
how he's
already
doing.
threatening to like do
Oh,
that.
yeah. I'm calling you at 10 o'clock every night on the weekend.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Well, you got the floor. You got about 15 seconds.
Okay, well, thanks again to everyone out there. I really appreciate it. The response that I've had over the last couple of weeks has just been overwhelming, and I love all of you and appreciate everything that you've done for me all these years. And
Love you, Davey.
See you guys. Oh, no.
Turning now to the Accuweather Forecast, and we have another sunny day ahead. Sky 6 showing us this view of Boathouse Row. Pretty picture here at lunchtime. It's all going to change tomorrow.
Meteorologist David Murphy joining us now live in the Weather Center with more on the wetter weather coming our way, David.
Yeah, that's going to be tomorrow night in particular, and we'll have to be careful of that. For day, we got a beautiful day. You can see plenty of sunshine out there across the region right now. And as we take a look at the closer view on temperatures, we are warming up rather nicely. We're at 77 degrees in Philadelphia, 75 up in Allentown, even out in Reading at 78, so kind of rising in a hurry out there, 78 in Wilmington, and basically upper 70s across the interior portion of South Jersey and Delaware, already up to 81 in Cape May, but that's about as high as you're going to go there, as we are going to start to see that maritime influence in the afternoon, holding your temperatures steady. Also, dew points, I just like showing you this whenever we get a change. During the day, Labor Day, we started out real sticky in the morning, but wound up much more comfortable in the afternoon, and we've maintained that air mass. It won't be until later tonight where it starts to get humid again. So if you have to work outside or you just want to go out and run some errands, it's going to be comfortable for you to do that. At the shore today, getting up into the upper 70s, and you can see how even this evening we're down into the mid 70s. The one thing about the shore, despite the fact that visually it's going to be beauty on the beach, we are looking at a moderate risk of rip currents because of the swells that are beginning to come ashore from that hurricane all the way out off the coast. Larry's still doing its business. As it gets closer to us, will probably be a high risk tomorrow. So that's something to keep in mind along the Jersey Shore. And I'm not sure that all communities have as many lifeguards out there once we get past Labor Day. So something else to keep in mind. In Philadelphia, getting up to 83 for a high around 2 or so. And you can see how we fall off, but still very comfortable in the evening. Clear skies for a while, 73 by 10 o'clock. In through here, we're going to start feeling the humidity come up. In the meantime, if you have plans to go out on the town and enjoy yourself having a meal, it's a great evening to do that. Temperatures falling gradually, as I said, through and into the low 70s by 9 or 10 o'clock. Sarah, we'll take a look at tomorrow coming up. There is a raise in the heat, the humidity, and also the chance of a strong thunderstorm or two, basically at night. We'll show you Future Tracker 6 coming up.
We'll check back in, David. Thank you.
All right, time for another check on that AccuWeather forecast on what is meteorologist David Murphy's last day at Action News after 30 years.
Yeah, we figured out this afternoon we've worked together 17 of them.
It's crazy.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, some of his coworkers wanted to say goodbye.
Yo, Murph. I bet no one said that to you this morning. It has been a complete honor to work alongside you. I know we don't get to work side by side every single day, but those quick high fives in between those snow days and severe weather coverage, it has been so awesome. Over 30 years, you have dealt with the Delaware Valley and Lehigh Valley's weather. Congratulations to you. And oh, quick, on my audition day, it was you who said, hire that man. After my audition, you helped me. I thank you. And I hope you and your family have wonderful travels. I know you guys love to travel. Enjoy it.
Congratulations, David, on an incredible career. I grew up watching you when I was a little kid, and it was your forecast that I would turn to in the morning to figure out what I was going to wear for school. Well, fast forward a few decades, and, well, you're still here. And it has been an absolute pleasure getting to know you and getting to work with you these last couple of months. I wish you nothing but the best during your retirement, spending more time with your wife, your children, and, of course, getting to sleep in every morning. Enjoy it.
It's going to take a machete to that alarm clock, I think.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Karen actually brought in a little alarm clock today, and during the commercial breaks, they actually had me whap it. So
Nice.
Kind of nice. I told her I could have brought in a couple of more, you know. There's
No doubt.
they were going to go. That's really sweet, though. It's been wonderful hearing from all the viewers and my coworkers, and I just couldn't imagine a better situation with both the viewers and coworkers. You've all been just wonderful to me. But let's get you to the weather. We have sunshine out there. It's actually a really nice day with low humidity that you felt moving in yesterday during Labor Day afternoon, and it's still with us. That dew point down at 52. Warm out there, 77, but really nice for a late summer afternoon in Philadelphia and beyond. Winds out of the south at 7 miles per hour. Your ocean temperature is still pretty nice at 74. And our high temperatures this afternoon are going to be in the low 80s from Trenton down to Wilmington, 78 up in Allentown, 81 in Reading, and Wilmington, or Millville, and Dover, 82. You know, after 31 years, you think I get these cities right. Boardwalk in Atlantic City is 79, and Cape May about 80. As we go through the rest of the afternoon, we'll come down from 83, and by 6 o'clock, it's a nice evening, 80 degrees. And I think we'll maintain clear skies in through like the dog walking time period tonight. As we get later into the night, the humidity is going to start to rise a bit, and we will start to develop partly cloudy skies. Then tomorrow, here's the change. We have a warm front coming past overnight. That's going to increase the humidity overnight, as I mentioned. It's also going to encourage warm air coming in with a high of 86, and that's also ahead of that approaching cold front. With that front, a couple of pop-up showers during the day, but the bigger issue will be some thunderstorms moving in at night. And the Storm Prediction Center does have tomorrow, especially late in the day, and I'm thinking during the evening or later at night, with the chance of a pop-up isolated but strong to severe thunderstorm. And unfortunately, the northern half of the region roughly also has a small risk of a tornado. So as I always tell you, indoors, lower floors if you hear thunder whenever the SPC is talking about this sort of thing, and tomorrow night is one of those deals. Future Tracker 6 shows you through the afternoon a couple of passing showers. Can't rule out a rumble of thunder in the afternoon, but the bigger issue is going to be as that front comes in, and the trend the last couple of days has been to slow it down. So it could be that it's pretty late at night, or at least in the mid-evening hours, that the northern and west suburbs start to get this, and then it comes right through the middle of the region later at night. There's also a rip current risk. This has nothing to do with that front I just told you about. It's Hurricane Larry, who is still way on the other side of Bermuda, but close enough to start dishing up that surf. We were hoping originally that we would have a low risk of rip currents today, but that is now past. It actually is going to be a moderate risk, and if you're in a community that's cut back on lifeguards, you really don't want to get in the water past about your ankles. It just isn't safe. Hurricane Larry, in the meantime, 125-mile-per-hour winds on its way to the east of Bermuda. Your 7-day from AccuWeather, 83 degrees, sunny and pleasant today. Tomorrow, humid with that thunderstorm chance at night. Get inside for those storms, 86. And by the way, the rip current risk tomorrow at the shore is probably high, so you really don't want to be in the water. And I would definitely keep my eyes on the forecast for Thursday and Friday. Thursday, there could be a couple of early showers, but the new model stuff I just looked at does dry us out in time for the afternoon. Humidity should drop a high of 80. And then Friday, 77, Saturday, 80, 84 Sunday, and 85 Monday. That is a pretty good-looking forecast if you take out that one little fly in the ointment tomorrow night. Sarah and Brian?
All right. 30 more minutes, David. Do you think you can make it?
Tick, tick, tick.
I'm told there's a mimosa waiting in the hallways.
Thanks,
my friend.
Cue the marching band as well.
And as you might have heard, we're saying goodbye to this guy, meteorologist David Murphy. This is his last broadcast before he retires after 31 years here at Action News. Let's turn our attention now to that forecast. Looking good out there right now on your Tuesday Sky 6 with a view over the Atlantic City Boardwalk from our AtTheShore.com camera. Dare you to find a cloud out there. Meteorologist David Murphy joining us now live on the terrace this afternoon, also soaked in sunshine.
Oh, yeah, beautiful sunshine out here. Really a gorgeous day. We really saw things improve during Labor Day, and we're still right in the middle of that same weather pattern. As we take a look, high pressure in control, lots of sunshine, really not seeing much cloud cover at all across the terrace right now. And the numbers are warming up rather nicely. We're up to a comfortable 77 in Philadelphia, 75 in Allentown. It's funny, for these outdoor summer reports, oftentimes I think about taking off my jacket, and it really wasn't in my mind all that much. I mean, I certainly could do it, but with low humidity and temps still in the 70s in most neighborhoods, it really isn't bad at all. Winds not all that strong, but when they are coming in, notice how they are mostly from kind of a westerly direction. And until we get a cold front or a warm front coming through tonight and turning that more from a southerly direction, we're going to continue to enjoy these low humidity levels. And so your dew points in the 50s just about everywhere. Even that 61 down in Dover is nothing to really worry about. So a nice one today, just as AccuWeather promised. Today's high is 83. Like yesterday, right around average. The overnight low you can see ticking up a little bit. And again, that's because we're going to get a warm front coming through. So the warmer air behind it's going to come through as well. And overnight, you will feel the humidity rise. That'll set us up for a little stickier day tomorrow. And we've got some issues tomorrow. Probably won't see a whole lot of rain through the overnight. I mean, really nothing in the overnight. And even tomorrow, just a couple of spotty showers. You can see how we're only dipping down into the upper 60s. Then we start to climb, and by noon tomorrow, we're up to about 82, running a little warmer than we are today. And that humidity will be more noticeable. It'll be more of a clouds and sun mix. And then after we see the mid-80s for a high, tomorrow night in particular, there is a thunderstorm chance. And boy, it seems like we've had this all summer, but once again, there's at least a slight risk of severe weather tomorrow night. And there could be some isolated flooding with downpours. But Sarah, we're not looking at anything like what we had last week. Just some brief flash flooding where you happen to get a downpour, mostly on roads. So don't have to worry about it as much unless you're behind the wheel. I'll be inside to take a closer look at all of this, and really good news in the forecast after that.
Okay, David. David. Thank you. Let's get another check on that AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist David Murphy.
As you all know, we've been paying tribute to David in the morning show and here at noon today on this his final day at Action News. Before we get to the forecast, some more colleagues with some messages for David.
David Murphy, congratulations on your retirement. Good luck to you. I'm happy for you, but honestly, I have to lodge a complaint. We've been working together at Action News for decades, but I never see you. You're in the mornings, I'm in the evenings. Okay, I see you at the flower show. You look great in a tux. And then when we have severe weather, we have hurricanes, we have blizzards, you're usually finishing your marathon schedule, leaving the studio when I'm arriving. So we wave to each other, we say, nice job, that's it. It's not fair. Karen's gotten to work with you for so much, for so long. Come on, I'm gonna miss you because I haven't had a chance. Oh man, I'm just kidding. Love you, David, and have a great time.
Dave, we're going to miss you, my friend. Some of the best memories that I have of me and you are tag teaming snowstorms in the snow and the cold. And here I am doing this in the blistering sun with a heat index of close to 100, and I'm drinking a cold Gatorade trying to stay cold. I'm going to miss you. My wife, Lori's going to miss you. She already said that to me about 3 or 4 times. And I just want you to know that you're 6 ABC Action News Mount Rushmore, my friend. We are really going to miss you. But happy retirement and be good. Cold drinks.
So we think maybe Chris is the one who retired.
Yeah,
Chris looks retired there.
Evidently.
He's at the beach
living
already.
his best life down there.
Well, hopefully David will be there tomorrow.
Yes, thank you very much to Chris, Cecily, and everybody who had posted things on social media and who added to our broadcast today. It really has felt great and been great to hear from all of you. And that goes for you viewers, too. I'm overwhelmed by the response. In any event, we got a forecast to talk about. 77 degrees right now. Winds out of the south at 7 miles per hour. The ocean temperature 74. And in Allentown today, 78 degrees, mostly sunny. And you know, if you were outside on Labor Day, it might have been a little sticky in the morning, but then we saw that humidity drop off. Well, we're still in that nice, comfortable air mass today from north to south. Down the shore, in most ways, not a bad day on the beach. We're getting up to around 79 to 80 for highs, 74 in the ocean temperature. But I got to caution you that thanks to the approach of Hurricane Larry, which is going to stay well off the coast, we are starting to see that rough surf develop. And there is a moderate risk of rip currents today, both in New Jersey and Delaware. And by tomorrow, it looks like it's going to be a high risk. And after Labor Day, there may not be as many lifeguards out there. So I do want to remind you that it's not a great week to go into the water and swim. But most of this week's going to be pretty nice to sit on the beach and soak it in. Mostly sunny and beautiful today in Philadelphia, a high of 83. And then 68, partly cloudy and growing more humid overnight. Winds south at 4 to 8 miles per hour. We are looking at a change tomorrow, though. Warm front comes in overnight tonight. The humidity climbs tomorrow, a high of 86 degrees. And with a frontal boundary coming at us from the west, we do have the chance of a spotty shower during the day, but the bigger issue in the evening with some storms that'll roll through, kind of a broken line of them. And the Storm Prediction Center does have us at a risk for an isolated severe thunderstorm. I know you've had about enough of that, especially with those tropical storm-related storms that came through last week on Wednesday, but it'll be an isolated chance this time, so not a lot of action, but you do want to definitely be indoors, lower floors if you hear thunder. And unfortunately, there's even a slight risk of one of these storms in the northern half of the region, maybe doing a little spin-up tornado. Now, I don't think if that happened, it would be as strong and as destructive as the tornadoes we had last week, but a tornado is a tornado, severe thunderstorm is a severe thunderstorm, and you do have to be careful about this. In terms of the timing, doesn't look like there's a lot going on in the morning, maybe a couple of sprinkles and showers. You get to 4 or 5 o'clock, a couple of isolated storms, but it's really as that front gets closer to us and we start seeing the face of it get on top of us that later tomorrow evening, maybe even later, say up around midnight or so, that front does trigger that thunderstorm chance. Again, it's kind of a broken line, but when it comes through, it could be a kicking storm here or there. Should be past us at some point overnight. The models keep slowing it down. It's like that front just doesn't want to push through all that fast, but by morning, we should be down to just some lingering showers. Hurricane Larry, with all those problems down along the coast, is a Category 3 right now, probably a 2 as it comes very close to Bermuda, but stays over toward the east. The strongest forward winds will be over on the east side of the storm and not so much in Bermuda, but certainly some wind possible here and maybe a bit of rain. The big issue for us is that long period swell that comes all the way across the ocean and doesn't stop until it hits our beaches. And of course, that piles water up and it's got to get down and it forms those rip currents that can pull you out. And again, I'm thinking and a high risk of rip currents tomorrow, and maybe the couple of days after that too. So it's getting worse today with that rip current risk going moderate today, but high on Wednesday. Do be careful down the shore. For the rest of us, today looks great. A high of 83 degrees, sunny, pleasant. Tomorrow, 86, more humid with that thunderstorm chance at night. Maybe a lingering shower in the morning Thursday, but nicer in the afternoon with a high of 80. Then it's 77 Friday, 80 Saturday, and Sunday 84, Monday 85. That's nice weather overall in this 7-day, guys.
I'd say so. David, thank you. Well, here we are. The time has come to say goodbye to our treasured friend and yours through this television set, David Murphy. He's retiring today after an incredible career spanning more than 30 years here.
Just incredible. For those of you who watch us at noon every day, you know how vital, David, you have been to this team. You and I have been on this at noon. We figured out today 17 years. It's a long time. Yeah, we're going to miss you so much. We couldn't be happier, though, for you and your family. If you deserve this.
Oh, well, thank you.
So much.
I appreciate that, Sarah.
So the final word is yours today.
Well, okay. First of all, I couldn't have had better people to work with, obviously. You all made me much better than I would have been otherwise. And I really appreciate that. But I do want to take this opportunity to give a big shout out to the viewers out there. I said this morning, but I want to say it again right now. I do not have the career that I have had, which has been so much fun and really so impactful to me and my family. If it wasn't for you guys tuning in every day, logging on, following me on social media, and just being friends, and the outpouring of support that I've had from all of you over the last couple of weeks, I thought there'd be a reaction, but really it was just overwhelmingly nice and way beyond what I thought, not only in volume, but just the depth of feeling that some of you shared with me. I really appreciate it. I've tried very hard in my career, all 31 years, not to take any of this for granted, and that means not taking you guys for granted too. And I hope it came out in the quality of the work I tried to bring you. I ain't perfect, but I certainly tried to do the job for you. And once again, I really, really appreciate all your support and all your love, and I'm giving it right back to you.
Great, David.
Yeah. None of us are perfect, but you are perfectly human and perfectly genuine, and you've been the perfect colleague and friend for all these years, 17 years.
Yes.
Isn't that something? It's been a couple of years.
Yeah. What's the bucket list? What are you off to?
My wife and I have a lot of plans to travel. I have a couple of kids who don't live in town anymore, so I'll be able to see them more often, which is really exciting for me. And I've bought a second season ticket partial package to the Phillies.
There you go. We expected that.
Expect to be a lot more down there. And, we have so many wonderful museums and theaters and things. And when you're on the early morning shift, it's hard to get yourself up to do a lot of that. I expect to be at least a semi-regular, at museums and things.
We're getting the wrap, the final wrap.
Yep,
the wrap has happened.
So ends my broadcast career.
Wrap on
Thank
the career
you very
as well.
much.
We love you, David. We love you.
For David Murphy and the entire Action News team, have a great day. Enjoy your retirement, my friend. Don't be a stranger.
Okay.
See you guys at 4 o'clock.